And Miguel Cotto, together with Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, is certainly one of the three titans of the sport. So I know when a fighter, a world champion like Austin Trout, has an opportunity to step up and step into the ring with Miguel Cotto, he's going to be ready, and you're going to see the best Austin Trout you have seen. It is a pleasure now for me to introduce to you Greg Cohen, the CEO of Greg Cohen Promotion, who is Austin Trout's promoter, and is a co-promoter here of this card. It's a pleasure now to introduce Greg, who will then introduce his team and Austin Trout.
Thank you, Richard. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm very happy to be here today. First, I'd like to thank Stephen Espinoza of Showtime. This will be Austin's third consecutive title defense aired on the network, and we greatly appreciate the support and exposure Showtime has given us. I'd also like to thank everyone at Madison Square Garden, by far the greatest venue in all of sports. And having this terrific event at the Garden makes it that much more special. Additionally, I'd like to thank Al Heyman and the entire Cotto Promotions and Golden Boy staff for all their hard work in bringing this event together. Last, but certainly not least, I'd like to thank Vito Melnicki and Austin's manager, Bob Spagnola. Their endless support and countless contributions make my job so much easier and more enjoyable. Wow, I can't believe we're finally here. This is exactly what Austin has always dreamed of. The opportunity to fight a certain Hall of Famer in Miguel Cotto on the world's biggest stage. In all my years in the sport of boxing, I've never had a fighter more special than Austin. He is the classiest, warmest, most genuine person you will ever meet, and he is the poster child of how a world champion should carry himself in and out of the ring. When we were negotiating to make this fight, I was not happy with the financial aspects of the offer we were made, and I told Austin and Bob that I don't think we should take the deal. Austin immediately stopped me in my tracks and said, "Greg, I don't care if I have to fight Cotto for free. This is the fight I've always wanted. Make the fight." That, in a nutshell, tells you all you need to know about Austin Trout. Saturday night is going to be electric. Some fighters embrace the moment, others get lost in the moment. Austin Trout is one of these special individuals who sees the moment. He may not be a household name today, but I assure you that on Saturday night, Austin Trout will become a star. This is his moment. Now, I'm going to introduce to you Austin's longtime manager, Bob Spagnola, to say a few words.
Thank you, everyone, for being here, and thank you, Greg. I want to thank Miguel, his team, Gabby, for giving us this opportunity. I want to thank Greg and Al Heyman and Showtime, obviously, for putting us in this spot. I want to especially thank Austin's family and his coach, Louis Burke, his mom, his family, Otis, the people that have formed him and made him the man that he is. He's a man of a lot of character. I just want to take a minute. This has been a very tough journey for us in a lot of ways. People say, hey, where's Austin Trout? Who's he? What's he? You know, Austin Trout was born to two United States Army parents. Was stationed at Fort Bliss, Texas. He's a United States American. He represented his country as an alternate for the Olympic team in Athens. But when it got time for him to turn professional, there were no opportunities for him. We couldn't get a chance. We called everybody and begged everybody for a chance, and literally, as you can see looking at our record, we had to go to Canada to fight a Haitian Canadian. We had to go to to Panama to fight a Panamanian, to Mexico several times fighting Mexicans, all the time trying to get a chance on American television. We couldn't get that chance. Those chances, I mean, you have to look at this business, and you people are all professionals in this business. You don't go to Mexico and see a foreign fighter being featured on Mexican television only as an opponent. You don't go to Puerto Rico and ever see a Russian fighting on prime time in Puerto Rico, except if it would be as an opponent for a Puerto Rican. But here in our country, that's all we see. You look at ESPN's Friday night fights. In 1 year we had Ruslan Perudnikov and Artie Palulo's Kim. 10 main events in the course of a year. That's 25% of the main events were foreign fighters. Fighters that don't draw flies over here, that don't mean anything over here. There was never a place for Austin Trout there. The inn was full. When you look at this, you have to ask yourself, and I'm asking you, the media, how can you stand for this? These American kids, that's why our Olympic team isn't celebrated anymore, because when kids grow up, they don't see American fighters being featured on television. They see a bunch, and I'm not talking about the Mexicanos, the Puerto Ricanos, even the great Polish kids that draw. I'm talking about fighters that don't draw flies, but here we see them again and again, other people's fighters. And that's a shame, because kids like Austin Trout, they should get a chance on American television, and you guys should write about the fact that they're not getting a chance. So, but we took the long road, and here is our chance, and we hope to represent very, very well. We've done everything we can. We've had a great camp, and we're going to show that we belong in this. But again, thank you for everybody, especially Austin's family, and we'll see you Saturday night.
It's a pleasure for me to introduce to you the trainer for Miguel Cotto, a man who knows quite a bit about the sport, has trained many great fighters, and he's now here and prepared Miguel Cotto to become world champion again. His name is Pedro Diaz. Please welcome Pedro Diaz.
Primero quiero dar el pésame y ser solidario con la familia y todos los que realmente sintieron la muerte de ese gran campeón de Puerto Rico y del mundo, Héctor Macho Camacho.
I want to start off by sending my condolences to the family of Hector Macho Camacho, the great champion, great fighter.
Dar las gracias a toda la prensa y a todas las personas reunidas aquí con nosotros hoy.
I want to thank the press and everyone here for being with us today.
Quiero dar las gracias a Showtime, Promociones, Miguel Cotto, Golden Boy Promotion, Steve, Richard y todos los que han cooperado con este gran evento.
I want to thank Showtime, Madison Square Garden, Golden Boy Promotions, Miguel Cotto Promotions, and everyone involved to make this event happen.
Y decirles a todos que no se pierdan el show del sábado, que Miguel Cotto va a dar otra gran demostración, como siempre aquí en Madison Square Garden, y va a llegar para Puerto Rico su quinta faja de campeón mundial. Gracias.
And remind everyone, don't miss this title fight on Saturday. Remind you that once again, Miguel Cotto is going to show a great demonstration and take his 5th world title back to Puerto Rico. Thank you, everyone.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you the current WBA super welterweight champion of the world and soon to be considered the pound for pound champion of the world, Austin No Doubt Trout.
Thank you all. First and foremost, I have to thank God for this opportunity, for the skill set He's put in me, the hard work He's allowed me to push. Without Him, none of this would be possible. I want to thank my promoter, Greg Cohen Promotions, my manager, Bob Spagnolia, my advisor, Al Heyman, everybody that's worked with Team Trout to make these things happen. I have to also thank Miguel Cotto for remaining a hungry fighter as he is, because he's doing what other champions in this weight class won't do, and that's take on the challenge of fighting Austin Trout. Even if that means to unify, some people still won't do it. So I thank Miguel for this opportunity, because all we ever wanted was just a chance. You know, we've had to go above and beyond, under the radar, to go make chances happen. And I just, again, thank you, Miguel, for this chance. It's all we've asked for. And really, that's all I need, was just one chance. Saturday night, I plan on making history. And not in the form of letting Miguel be the 5-time world champion, but in the form of being the only person to beat Miguel Cotto in New York. I'm gonna be the first to do it. And I feel good. I've had a great camp. You know, there's nothing left to do but to do the damn thing. And Saturday night is what's gonna be happening. It's gonna be done. I don't think it's gonna be easy, but we're not here for easy. We didn't just jump into this game to have an easy time or an easy road. You know, the harder the hurdle, the greater the victory. And I'm looking forward to having my hand raised Saturday night. Thank you all.
Thank you, Austin. I know that Austin is going to be prepared. I know that he's not going to be intimidated by the large pro Cotto crowd here at the Garden. Let me remind you, he's the young man who went to Guadalajara, Mexico to win the world title against no other than Canelo Alvarez's brother, Rigoberto Alvarez. And so we know what kind of Austin Trout will show up, and that is what Miguel Cotto has prepared for. Miguel Cotto has the following and the love of the fans, and is filling up the Madison Square Garden and has this huge following because of exactly that. He never takes the easy route. He could have taken an easier fight here and do a showcase fight from the Madison Square Garden, but that's not Miguel Cotto. That's not who he is. And if there is a choice between taking an easy guy and a tough guy, and the pay is the same, 99.9% of the people are going to go with the easier guy, but not Miguel Cotto. He goes with the tough guy. And that's how he challenges himself, and that's how he wants to be known, and he wants to win the title from a legitimate, from a real world champion. And so my hat goes off to Miguel for that, and that's why he has the support and the love of everyone. But before I'm going to introduce Miguel, I want to acknowledge as well his family. He's a family man. His mother is always there with him, his wife, his children. That's the kind of person he is. And it really is an honor, and I really mean that, an honor to be able to work with Miguel and for Miguel and with his promotion company. I think we're just starting to scratch the surface, what we can do together, and I hope many, many more times. Thank you, Miguel, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Richard. Hi, everybody. Thank you to be here. I want to thank Showtime, Madison Square Garden, all the person here, especially my family. He's over there. I don't have any much to say. The people from Austin, they mentioned they were in Panama. He did a Panamanian guy. They were in Guadalajara, beating Rigoberto Alvarez, but now they're going in New York, and they not going to have any of them in front of him. They're going to have Miguel Cotto, and the story going to be different. Thank you, and going for all of you, everybody in Madison Square Garden on Saturday. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I can't wait for this fight. I know I'm speaking for all of you, and I'll see you at the weigh-in. I see you on Saturday night, and please make sure you tell your people that tickets are available for this great card on Saturday night here from the legendary Madison Square Garden. Thank you very much. We're going to post the fighters now, and then we're going to make them available for one-on-one interview. Thank you.